declare this 2024 convocation officially open.
Ani ojo kanuya liman mijikan kwedish nakas mijikan doadam anishnabi kwe minwa lene lanape andao amjong minwa padasi dunjwa nogo joani nagwa doda. It's my responsibility as a member of Fleming College to recognize that we are situated on the traditional territories of the Michi-Sagig, who've signed in excess of 18 treaties and agreements. Fleming College has committed to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People, and Colleges and Institutes Canada's Indigenous Education Protocol. We take this very seriously and will continue to work closely on continuing to create, maintain reciprocal and respectful relationships. Chimiigwech.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to our 2024 Fleming College Convocation ceremonies. My name is Drew Van Perry. I'm the Executive Vice President of Corporate Services at Fleming, and I'll be your MC and Sergeant at Arms today. Thank you to Joshua Smoke, Don Gillespie, and Liz Stone for formally kicking us off. Welcome to the Memorial Center, and perhaps you didn't know this, but this is a bit of a homecoming for us. We held ceremonies here in the 80s and the 90s, and also, you probably didn't know, being here today, you're going to share this stage and this space with some very famous people who've come by here. Wayne Gretzky, Connor McDavid, Steve Yzerman, Bobby Orr have all played here. And I bet you didn't know some of the musicians that have been in the same space that you will share today, all the way back to Louis Armstrong, Buddy Holly, Liberace, more recently Willie Nelson, Brad Paisley, and even Snoop Dogg, who's still smoking. Even one of music's greatest icons stood right about here, Sir Elton John, not that long ago. So with that in mind, and knowing we had these ceremonies today, I reached out to Elton John. And I wanted to tell him that our outstanding graduates and we're in the same place he stood. And amazingly, he sent a note back. And he said, I'll read it to you now. Dear Fleming graduates, I'm thrilled you are celebrating at the Peterborough Memorial Center. It seems like yesterday I was there. It was here in 2012. His words of wisdom to you are, be true to yourself, follow your yellow brick road. No matter how hard things get, don't let the sun go down on you. And although it's going to be a long, long time, your career will take off like a rocket, man. And lastly, whatever you do, enjoy the circle of life to the fullest. Thank you, Sir Elton John. Later, of course, I found that I was duped and it was all AI, but anyway. We appreciate that many of you have come from a long distance today. We're thrilled to have this set up today. It's new for us. It's our first time through this, so if we stumble a little bit, it's probably my fault. Bear with us, but we'll be okay. We're also pleased to have our online guests here today, streaming around the world. So, hi, Mom. Where are we going? I feel like a triplet. I'm up there, I'm up there, I'm over there. But it's a wonderful time to be here. Thank you to our graduates and their families for coming, and to our faculty and staff who make it all happen. I'd like to quickly introduce our platform party. Emily Root joined Fleming in May 2023 as our chair of the School of General Arts and Sciences. Prior to joining Fleming, she was at Cape Breton University and also at Niagara University. Next to Emily is Kevin Griffin, our chair of Health and Community Services. Kevin joined us last year with an extensive experience in both the paramedic industry as an advanced care paramedic and in the college sector where he has taught paramedic and other programs after college. Next to that, we have our Executive Vice President, IT and Registrarial Services, Sherry Gosling, who oversees our Registrar's Office, and that team, a lot of that team is very instrumental in making this happen today. Sherry has earned her MBA, and in her spare time, she's now working on her PhD. Next to us is Carrie Davies. Carrie Davies serves on our Board of Governors and has been a strong advocate for Fleming College and a strong supporter, also a proud alumni. We're very proud to have Carrie here. She's the former Executive Director at Canterbury Gardens in Peterborough and the manager of the Canadian Mental Health Association for Halibut, Kawartha, Pine Ridge. Next to Carrie is Suda Dada. Suda is the chair of our Finance and Audit Committee and the Board of Governors and managing partner and co-founder of Soterium Inc. Suda is a chartered public accountant. And next to Suda, you heard from Don Gillespie. He is the chair of our Board of Governors. In addition to his service at Fleming College, he's the past chair of the board at PRHC and the former chair of the Audit and Stewardship Committees at Forza Land Trust. Don's a retired financial executive with over 25 years of experience as a partner at Ernst & Young. Thank you, Don. And I'd like to point out, our Board of Governors join us. It's great titles, but the pay really stinks. They don't get paid at all. They're volunteer positions, so we really thank them for their support and their time they dedicate to the college for all the benefit of all of us. Next, I'd like to introduce our college president, Maureen Adamson. Maureen's now in her second term as president of Fleming College. We're particularly proud that Maureen crossed this stage. She's an alumnus of ours, of Fleming College, and she also is a graduate and went on to Bachelor of Business at Lakehead University and an MBA at the University of Toronto. Next to Maureen, we're very privileged to have Liz Stone with us today, every day in fact. Liz is our Vice President of Indigenous Knowledge and Relations. She's an invaluable resource for the college and one of the most connected people you will ever meet in your life. Next to Liz is Teresa Knott. Teresa is our Executive Vice President of Academic Experience. Teresa joined us from Helmut College, where she gained a wealth of experience in program development. Teresa has a PhD in social work from the University of Toronto, as well as a master's and undergraduate degree at the University of Toronto. So you really liked it there. They must have liked you too. Nat Leach is with us. He's our Dean of the School of General Arts and Sciences and Academic Quality. Nat successfully manages our provincial quality audits with the province's accountability measures. Nat has a PhD in English from Western University and a BA from Wilfrid Laurier University. Nick Stone is our Dean of Health and Community Services. Give it up for Nick, a familiar face to many of you. Nick has a bachelor's and master's from Auckland University of Technology, and although we've had a lot of international students here and at all of our ceremonies, Nick is perhaps still the farthest from home. He is from Auckland, and that is 13,984 kilometers from here, so he has traveled far, and we appreciate you being here. And last but not least, certainly, is Bailey Robinson, is our acting registrar. She has a BA and MBA, and more importantly, she's our name announcer, and she will get every name correctly pronounced. If not, she passes out loonies, I think. So. This morning's ceremonies include programs from our School of Health and Community Services and our General Arts and Sciences program. Today we're celebrating the caring professions, our graduating nurses, paramedics, massage therapists, OTAs, PTAs, PSWs, therapeutic rec workers, rec and leisure workers, estheticians, biotech, pharmacy tech, and health information management. I hope I didn't miss any. And we're also celebrating our pathway programs, which can lead into the healthcare field, but also many of other places. And anybody who's watched the news at all knows the importance of these careers in our society today. Your skills and abilities are direly needed, and we applaud your decision to take on this path in your career, often helping the most vulnerable and those in the greatest need. We're proud to celebrate you today, and we also are very proud to celebrate the support you've received from your faculty and staff, many of whom have joined us today. Without them, it wouldn't happen. We're very thrilled to have you with us. Couple quick housekeeping items. Marshals will assist graduates in guiding them onto the stage. You will come on two at a time. You will come from stage left and go over here. After you will be reseated, just follow your marshals. They're very helpful and most of the time very polite. They'll guide you back to your seat for the rest of the ceremony. Washrooms are accessible in the main foyer in either way. Fire exits are the same. Please mute or silence your phones before we begin. And anytime you can take photos, just be respectful of others who are trying to do so at the same time. And we ask graduates to please remain seated until all graduates have been conferred. Following the presentation of the diplomas and certificates, there will be a reception afterwards. The reception is up here in their exclusive club level seats at the Memorial Center. So there's a reception there, and then there are also photo ops over outside the arena on this side with backdrops for family, friends, and faculty to take pictures with you. And following that, return your gown to where you picked it up, and you will also get your diploma there. So that's how we will end up. So that's about it for me right now. I'd like to invite Don Gillespie back to the podium to bring formal greetings on behalf of our Board of Governors. Thank you.
We are all here today to commemorate a noteworthy occasion in our academic calendar, a day where we come together to celebrate our graduates. As the chair of the board, I am honored to address you all on this special occasion. We have great confidence in your abilities and look forward to seeing all the wonderful things you will accomplish. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are immensely proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Don. And now I'd like to invite our college president, Maureen Adamson, back to the stage. Maureen is the former deputy minister in Ontario for the government in the ministries of tourism, culture, sport, and the status of women. And when it comes to education, she certainly is walking the walk. She is currently working on her PhD at the University of Toronto. So please welcome Maureen Adamson.
Thank you, Drew. Today we gather to celebrate a remarkable milestone. It's a day dedicated to honoring the achievements of our graduates. And it's a day that we set aside everything else to focus on the success and hard work that have brought all of you here today. We extend our good wishes to the students and to the families and friends who have supported you along your journey and who have gathered to celebrate today at this significant event. Today is all about you, graduates, and I encourage everyone to embrace the spirit of this celebration. Let's celebrate not only the culmination of your academic journey, but the beginning of a new chapter filled with endless opportunities. Congratulations to all of our graduating students.
Thank you, Maureen. I'd like to now call upon Vanessa Raymakers, who is our Alumni Relations Rep. Vanessa is a graduate of our PSW and practical nursing programs and is progressing quickly in her healthcare career. Vanessa was nominated for a Premier's Award by the college, and she's been a wonderful ambassador for the college for many years. I'd like Vanessa, come on up. This is one of those first time glitches. Vanessa will be joining us shortly.
Good morning. Like Drew said, my name is Vanessa Raymakers. I am currently working as a registered practical nurse. I graduated from the practical nursing program at Fleming College in 2021. I'm working at our local hospital on our surgical floor. It is a great pleasure to extend our sincere congratulations to you, the Fleming College graduating class of 2024. It is also my honor to be the first person to officially welcome you into the Fleming alumni community. Once you accept your diploma or certificate, you will receive an alumni pin in recognition of your accomplishments and your lifelong place in our community. I hope that you will wear this pin with pride. You join a network of more than 85,000 Fleming alumni who are here in the Peterborough and Kawarthas region, across Canada and around the world. I encourage you to make the most of this network as you begin your careers. Seek out other Fleming alumni from across the decades for advice, introductions, or mentorship. Stay in touch with the faculty and fellow students who have come to mean so much to you. When you do so, your Fleming experience doesn't end when you graduate. It is something that you can continue throughout your careers and your lives. Convocation marks an important achievement. As you depart from Fleming, we hope that you take with you the valuable skills, experiences, and relationships you've built and that you make your mark on your chosen field, helping to build better communities and a better world. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. And now we're going to move on to a very important part of the ceremony, and that's you're going to hear from our valedictorian. And I'd like to introduce Jill Henderson, who's the coordinator of our practical nursing program, who will introduce you to our valedictorian for today's ceremony. So Jill.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to take time to celebrate all of our graduates from the Fleming School of Health and Community Services. I'm so thrilled for each of you as you begin your journey as Fleming graduates today. I know that you will all strive to provide the highest level of care with the new set of skills that you developed in your time at Fleming. I wish each of you many years of fulfillment and passion in your new careers. As one of the program coordinators in the practical nursing program, it's my absolute joy and pleasure to introduce this year's School of Health and Community Services valedictorian for Convocation 2024. From my earliest interactions with this deserving student, I have consistently been impressed by her poise, her composure, her grace, and her humility. Throughout her time at Fleming, this year's nominee has not only embodied what nursing is, but has set the example for persistence and dedication in education. She represents caring and compassion in a time when it is so sorely needed. Having spent several years offering relief work in Africa with her family, the student brings with her a long-standing passion for providing care and supporting others. This has grounded her firmly in a practice of empathy and compassion that has helped her to grow into the person who stands with us today. Returning to school as a mature student, this exceptional student has managed to balance schoolwork with raising young children and also supporting her spouse, who is also a recent Fleming School of Health and Community Services graduate, on his educational journey as well. While earning her spot on the Dean's List every semester, she has continued to hone her skills outside the program by working with PRHC, one of our community partners, in their clinical extern program. Notably, nursing goes beyond skills like wound care and giving medications. Nursing is founded in the relationships that we build and the care that we show with our patients every day. This graduate has already begun to show these qualities routinely through the support that she's provided to her peers in the program and the therapeutic connections that she's fostered with her patients. I've loved receiving the little check-in emails that she sends each semester just to say hello or to provide updates about the new opportunities that she's pursuing. And I look forward to hearing about the next leg of her journey. This deserving graduate represents what it means to be a Fleming School of Health and Community Service and Practical Nursing Program graduate. Leading by example and demonstrating accountability for her actions, she illustrates the value of Fleming School of Health and Community Services. I am so proud to acknowledge her efforts here today. Please join me in welcoming the Fleming School of Health and Community Services valedictorian for class of 2024, Francine Zam.
Warm greetings to everyone here, to family and friends who have come from near and far to celebrate this special day, to our guests of honor, to our alumni, to our college faculty, to the president and members of the board, and most importantly, the class of 2024, my fellow graduates. Here we are. Let us take a second to soak in this moment, the visceral yet ethereal milestone this means in our journey. It feels like something so personal and unique, but also feels communal, like we're part of something bigger than ourselves. When tomorrow comes, we won't remember the feeling we had about assignment deadlines, or the dates of our big exams, walking into labs with shaky hands before our scenarios and practicum testing, or the feeling of logging into D2L to check our grades. Those memories will grow distant tomorrow, but we will remember this moment, being the sum and substance of those late nights and sleepless weeks and stressful times. So let's take another second. This is the finish line we have hoped for, that we have worked so hard for. I hope you can truly delight and take pride in how far you've all come and all that you've done. I also want to take a moment to recognize this land that we get to inhabit, this beautiful place that we get to grow and give back. And I also want to recognize the people who have gone before us, who have paved the way for the gift of this present moment. I'm filled with gratitude that we are now officially wearing something more than just a gown. Today we will be receiving a title that we get the honor of wearing for a lifetime. And that title is more than just a 9-to-5 job or a paycheck. It's a calling, and we have the honor of taking care of people as workers in healthcare. I'm reminded of the famous quote said by anthropologist Margaret Mead when a student asked her about the earliest sign of civilization, to which Mead replied, "It was a broken femur that had healed." It is in the fabric, the very fabric of our human DNA, to look after one another and to have no one left behind. There's something so beautiful about the idea that society starts when we start taking care of the wounded and looking after one another. What a beautiful and powerful world that we get to step into that is continuing the work of healing in our world. I'm so humbled to be standing here today. Those who know me personally know that the last thing I want to do is to be in the spotlight. But I stand here with deep gratitude as I reflect on the last 2 years that have led us to this point. I'm honored to represent our school as we walk forward into new beginnings. For me, returning to school for nursing as a mature student has felt like such a stretching and rewarding experience. As a wife and mother of 2 little minions, it took so much sacrifice, patience, and hard work. I even had to take upgrading courses just to get into the PN program because high school was 15 years ago. I'm originally from Australia and I was enrolled in university for nursing there, but life took me down a different road. I moved to a rural village in East Africa, doing humanitarian work alongside my family, caring for vulnerable children and their communities. It was during my time there serving in primary healthcare that brought my love back for nursing and the desire to further my schooling. All of this to say, I can speak on behalf of everyone here, knowing that we all have our own unique stories of getting here. We've all been through so many highs and lows, and life has thrown us twists and turns, but we've persevered even when we wanted to give in. Some of us are mature students, some of us are right out of high school, but regardless, we all bring our distinct backgrounds, strengths, and values into the field of healthcare. Over the last few years, we've seen something unprecedented globally with the pandemic, and we're living in such a timely position stepping into the medical world after the aftermath of COVID, where we hear about high burnout rates, the burdened healthcare system. We've heard about the compounding issues from the opioid crisis, the aging population, the growing issues surrounding declining mental health, and the generalized divisiveness within our society. But against the backdrop of all of these wounds of the world, we get to be the ones who are figuratively and physically doing the work of healing. It is humbling work, but it's full of hope. Let us be reminded that for us to be present today, it's a demonstration of all of our collective resilience, compassion, and hope that we bear. May we never forget the immense privilege of providing care to our patients and the people around us, to do something as simple as providing a listening ear, to take care of the wounds they carry, to remind them of their worth and value. I'll always remember something one of my clinical instructors told me. She said, "Francine, you have the ability to see that people are so much more than their hospital admissions. So instead of us rushing through our tasks and treatments and directives, I'm reminded how we all carry that opportunity to give people back their humanity and seeing them sometimes on some of their worst days. Who knows where life will take us tomorrow, but what an honor it is that we're stepping into this new beginning together." So to the School of Health and Community Services and the School of General Arts and Science 2024, congratulations, we did it.
Thank you, Francine. You mentioned the word humbled a couple times. We are all humbled by your commitment to your career and your family and your accomplishment today. So congratulations and thank you. I'd like to now call upon Maureen Adamson and Sherry Goslin to formally begin the conferral of our diplomas and certificates. I would ask you graduates, if you can, please rise.
Madam President,
It is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled and those not present have qualified in all respects for diplomas or certificates by successfully completing curricula offered by Sir Sanford Fleming College. The faculty have recommended that they be awarded diplomas or certificates in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Sir Sanford Fleming College, I do hereby confer on you your respective diploma or certificate with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please be seated.
Shahin. And those are the graduates of the esthetician program with Indigenous Perspectives designation. Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the Fitness and Health Promotion Program, accompanied by their program coordinator, Alex Smith. Gurkaran Dhaliwal. Cameron Fraser Freeman. Sophia Gill. Tejishwar Kalia. Narinder Kaur. Amandeep Kaur. Himanshu Mehta. Deepak Shivandan Sharma. Harvinder Singh. UT Taylor. Tanya Prachi Ahir. Gracie Churchill. Vedant Darji. Trinity Harwood. Kirsten Hummel. Emma Johnson. Jordan Kennedy. Diana Loricella. Rexton Makwan. Het Patel. Meet Patel. Harsh Prajapati. Honey Prajapati. Callista Reed Childs. And those are the graduates of the Pre-Health Sciences Pathways to Certificates and Diplomas program. Madam President, and those are the graduates of the Pre-Health Sciences Pathway to Advanced Diplomas and Degrees.
Our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us common. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand
couple of things before we close. A reminder that graduates, you can pick up your diplomas and drop off your gowns at the Morrow Building. Reception is up here. There's photo opportunities around there, around the outside of the ring. So before we do, one last thing, graduates, if you could just give a round of applause to the family and friends and faculty and staff that has supported you. We will now begin our procession out. Please follow the marshals as they guide you out. Thank you very much. Congratulations. We're very proud of you.